And if I told this jury that you loved your family, would that be a true statement?
Of course I love them. I would do anything for them.
So you want to hide them from all the ugliness in the world?
That's right.
That why you worked so hard?
Isn't that what I'm supposed to do?
Well, who told you that, Anna?
I knew that. I grew up in a basement apartment. My family had nothing. I had to work for everything that I have. And everywhere I looked, every book I read, every magazine or television show, movie, there were successful and happy women with beautiful families. They were running companies. They were running for Congress.
What if you couldn't do that?
I had to do that. I had to do that so that my life would be perfect.
Was your life perfect?
I had to. For Charlie, for Rachel.
You had to. And is that what you were thinking when you killed your family?
I was outside of myself. I watched as another woman stabbed them. She was saving them from the pain, from the ugliness of a life that just wasn't
perfect.
I'd like you to look at this photo if you don't mind, Mrs. Mill. I know it's a lot of ugliness.
Objection.
Withdrawn. It's a lot of pain.
Your Honor.
Move on, Mr. Stone.
This other woman, the one you saw saving your family from the suffering, did you say anything to her?
Excuse me?
You testified it was like watching another woman. I just want to know if you spoke to her before she stabbed your husband and your children.
No.
Did you try and stop her?
She wasn't real.
But you thought she was? Isn't that right? I mean, that's your proof that you're insane.
No, I didn't try to stop her.
Because you wanted them dead, isn't that right?
Because I wanted to protect them. They're better off now.
Better off than what?
From facing a world without...
Without what, Mrs. Mill?
Well, isn't it obvious?
No, it's not.
Without me.
I've got news for you, Mrs. Mill. You're not so great.
Objection.
Sustained. I shelter them. I protect them. It is a hard world, Mr. Stone, and I didn't want to watch my babies be swallowed up by it.
And why didn't you just kill yourself?
Objection.
Sustained.
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Has the jury reached a verdict?
We have, Your Honor. On the first count of the indictment of murder in the second degree of Charles Mill, we find the defendant not guilty. On the second count, murder in the second degree of Rachel Mill, we find the defendant not guilty. On the third count of the indictment, murder in the second degree of Julian Mill, we find the defendant, Anna Mill, guilty.
The jury couldn't accept that the same woman would kill her children.
Who could?
I meant legally saying.
I know what you meant. Lieutenant Benson. Thank you. Anna Mill just hung herself in her cell.